feels like it's the first day of spring, even though it's like 50 degrees out. But with the amount of snowfall and cold weather that we've had recently, this is like a godsend. But I'm here to just mention to you guys, I mean, I know this is not the kind of content I usually do on this channel, but I know a lot of you guys are at the age where you want things, you know, whether it be video games or clothing or a car or whatever the case may be. And I just want to give a little bit of advice from my own point of view in terms of things like credit cards. You really have to be extremely careful with how you use credit cards, with how you spend money that you don't have. What surprises the hell out of me is that there are literally people out there that don't understand how credit cards work. When someone hears that a credit card has 10% interest, it surprises me that they don't actually understand that if a credit card, let's just say, for instance, you bought something for $100 this month and you figured, you know what, next month I'll be able to pay some money towards it until I own it. You buy something for $100 and there's a 10% interest rate. That means for the first month you don't pay that $100, your bill is going to be $110. And then if you were to allow that $110 to carry over into the next month, it's going to be 10% of that. So then you owe $121. And that's just a small value. That's just a small amount. Most people don't usually go with smaller amounts like that because something for $100, unless you're really in a bind, usually you can afford that up front. But it's the larger amounts, $2,000. You're paying 10% interest on $2,000. That's a lot of money that you're gonna owe. And if you think, oh, I'll just pay $200, all you're really paying is the interest on the $2,000 that you just spent. So you still haven't even touched the principal value, which is the amount of money that you spent. And I know a lot of people probably understand this, but I feel like it's somewhat a necessity for me to put something like this out there and just say be careful with your spending. Credit card debt is some of the worst debt you can ever encounter. They will take you to court. They will sue you. Some of them will try to negotiate with you. But there's this mentality that people have developed where they feel as if it's okay to buy everything on credit and pay it off. It's not okay. It's best to just do without it until you actually have that money. Yeah, the gratification may have to be deferred by 2 or 3 months, but it's best to have something, own it outright, than have it and know that you don't really own it. You still owe it to someone else. So I guess this is just a quick public service message from GOAT. Stay away from credit card debt. Live life.